US President Donald Trump has warned Russia of military action in Syria over a suspected poison gas attack, declaring that missiles will be lambasting Moscow for standing by Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Trump was reacting to a warning from Russia that any US missiles fired at Syria would be shot down and the launch sites targeted. In a tweet, President Trump said, and I quote, "Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Get ready, Russia, because they will be coming, nice and new and smart. You shouldn't be partners with a gas-killing animal who kills his people and enjoys it," unquote. The US President went on to say that US-Russia relations have become worse than ever, including Cold War. White House spokesperson, however, confirmed that a final decision has not been made as yet.
The intelligence provided certainly paints a different picture, and the president holds Syria and Russia responsible for this chemical weapons attack.
Responding to Trump's attack, Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that he hopes that common sense will eventually prevail in the modern world, which is becoming, quote-unquote, more chaotic. U.S. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis said that the Pentagon is ready to provide options for a Syria strike in response to a suspected chemical attack, but noted that the U.S. and its allies are still gathering information.
We're still assessing the intelligence ourselves and our allies. We're still working on this.
Is the U.S. military ready right now to conduct a retaliatory strike if ordered?
We stand ready to provide military options if they're appropriate, as the president determined.
Before Russian president's comments, Moscow had earlier reacted to Trump within few minutes of his tweets. Moscow said that U.S. missiles should target the terrorists and not the government in Syria. Also, in the wake of U.S. threats, Russia's armed forces are planning to send military police into the Syrian town of Douma that was the site of the purported chemical attack. Russian military says it is closely watching the situation around Syria and was aware of the movements of a U.S. naval strike force headed for the Gulf. The Russian army has also said that the suspected chemical attack was staged by the White Helmets or the Syria Civil Defense. Meanwhile, Syrian government has called U.S. threats reckless, saying they endanger international peace and security. UK Prime Minister Theresa May has said that all indications are that Syrian authorities were behind the chemical attack.
We are working with our allies. As I say, we've been working with them to get a better understanding of what happened on the ground. We're rapidly reaching that understanding. All the indications are that this was the responsibility of the Syrian regime, and we will now work with our closest allies, to see how we can ensure those responsible are held to account and how we can prevent and deter the humanitarian catastrophe that is the use of chemical weapons in the future, because the continued use of chemical weapons cannot go unchallenged.